Apparently, you're not supposed to bring your own seatbelt extender onto a flight with you. I just saw a TikTok about this the other day, and I unfortunately did not bookmark it, so I cannot find the video. It is too far back in my watch or history or whatever. But I saw this girl talking about it, and I was like, what do you mean? I have one of them. I have not had to actually use this, and I am going to return it because I am still in the Amazon return window. It's still in the packaging. Essentially, you are not supposed to use a seatbelt extender that you have purchased from a third-party company. You're supposed to ask the airline for one from them. I've had to use a seatbelt extender a few times. It's really hit and miss. I was recently on 2 different Spirit Airlines planes, and both of them I did not need an extender. And I even had a little room to tighten it. And other airlines, I will have one flight and be totally fine, and then the next one, doesn't even come close. And this, unfortunately, can be a little embarrassing. Not only when you're getting on the plane, everybody's kind of trying to rush on. There's people behind you, and if you have to stop and ask the airline attendants right then, they will often say to you that they will get it to you just, once you are seated or once the plane is done boarding, to let them know what seat you're in, or to push the call button and they will bring one to you. Or they'll ask you what seat you're in and they will go and grab one for you right then and bring it to you in your seat. They've been usually pretty discreet about it. When I'm sitting there, they will it's folded up and they'll sort of just hand it to you. But it's still this little bit of embarrassment that I can't sit in a plane seat. So apparently there's a couple of different reasons why these are not allowed. Some of them being that they may not actually fit the belt that is on the airplane that you are seated in, may not have been properly tested. Also, if you have any kind of travel insurance and there is some kind of emergency and you are harmed during the flight, if they find out that you brought your own seatbelt extender and were using it while on the flight, that could cause the insurance to be voided. Also, if you are using a seatbelt extender, you are not allowed to sit in the exit row. So if you think that you may have to use one, do not book that row. You often have to pay more because there is a little bit of leg room. Don't even bother booking that row. So if you do think that you may need one, if you're right on the cusp, it doesn't hurt to ask one either when you're getting on the plane or once you've already sat down. So if you are a flight attendant and you have any suggestions or recommendations for the best time to request one or the best manner to request one, please stitch this or leave it in the comments. So if you have your own seatbelt extender, don't get caught with it, or don't bring it on the plane and just use theirs, and maybe don't order one like I did.